Chili's is one of America's favorite food chains. Let's not forget about the baby back ribs, triple dipper, and let's not talk about the 3 for Me, where you get a dessert, appetizer, and entree for $10.99. Who wouldn't wait 30 minutes for that? Let's talk about it.
A greeter inside this Chili's is what set this entire incident in motion.
They're hitting me in my head, they're hitting me in my body, they're hitting me everywhere.
It started last week when a group known only as J Party of 6 didn't like the wait time.
Get sad, I said it's going to be another 30 minutes. They were upset. They started yelling. They were like 30 minutes and like just being aggressive.
As they walked out, Brianna Drew said the same line she gives every customer.
They decided they were going to leave. I was like, all right, you all enjoy the rest of your day. And they assumed that I was being sarcastic and trying to like play with them. But I was just, that's brand standard.
But Fox Chicago obtained video showing what happened next. A brutal beating inside the Chili's at Marshville Plaza, located in the 1700 block of West 119th Street.
The rest of her party, they came rushing back in the restaurant, and they all kind of just attacked me.
The 19-year-old single mother was first hit by a woman, and then a man joined in.
What do you see when you look at this?
Chaos. It was a lot. I don't even remember all of this happening.
Chicago police were called, but by the time officers arrived, the attackers were gone. The damage, physical and emotional, is not.
Because my head was so sore, I couldn't touch it to take out my hair. And then I have more back here.
Drew has worked at this location for 2 years. She's been off the job for a week, trying to process what happened, and says Chili's needs to add security.
I just want to know, how will they move forward? How will they fix that? How will they avoid that happening again?
We reached out to Chili's for a comment, and so far, we haven't heard back. As for Drew, she's bruised but not broken.
At no point did I threaten anyone. At no point did I say that I was going to do anything. I was quiet. They could have just left, but they came. They all decided to come back in and attack me.
And says she did nothing wrong and wants J Party of 6 to be arrested and charged.
I can't believe it's something like this happened to me, because if you ask anybody, I'm nice. Everybody says I'm nice. The regulars, they love me.
As for Brianna Drew, she says that Chili's is conducting their own investigation, and Chicago police are too.
Okay, that was Tia Ewing reporting. Our prayers are with this beautiful young lady. We are so sorry that happened to you. Like, this is crazy. Chili's, you're going to have to give her paid leave time off. She needs some therapy. She needs something. And my question is, because it's a traumatic, did anyone help? Did anyone jump in to get these people off of her? Like, this is crazy. And only in Chicago, y'all. I hate I keep telling you this, but I have not seen things like this happen anywhere else in the world. Remember, we just saw that mom get beat up by all those kids. Let's go into some other news that's going around in the Midwest here.
Suspect is now facing a federal terrorism charge in an attack on the CTA Blue Line.
Prosecutors say he's the man who randomly set a woman on fire earlier this week. Courtney Spinelli is at the Dirksen Federal Courthouse, where he faced a judge this afternoon. Good evening, Courtney.
Good evening to you both, Ray and Lauren. It was quite an eventful hearing this afternoon. Even before Lawrence Reed walked into the courtroom, he was allegedly spitting on federal agents while he was being held in lockup. That erratic behavior continued during his hearing.
Today, the Chicago U.S. Attorney's Office filed a federal terrorism charge against Lawrence Reed.
U.S. Attorney Andrew Boutros and the head of ATF's Chicago Field Division, detailing graphic allegations laid out in a federal criminal complaint. The 50-year-old suspect was taken into custody Tuesday morning, allegedly making comments that included burn alive expletive.
A 26-year-old woman was deliberately set on fire by Lawrence Reed in an unprovoked attack.
Prosecutors say the victim was on her phone on a CTA Blue Line train approaching the Clark and Lake station when everything happened. Minding her business, Reed allegedly walked over and poured what prosecutors believe was gasoline all over her head and body. The victim allegedly trying to fight off Reed, who chased her in the moving train car. Surveillance video shows Reed then lit the bottle on fire before using that to light the victim on fire. The suspect allegedly watching as the victim frantically tried to put out the fire by rolling on the ground of the train car.
The surveillance video is difficult to watch and is very disturbing, as a young woman was set ablaze and tried to put herself out while other passengers got out of the way or watched.
It was at the Clark and Lake station where police found the victim critically injured after two Good Samaritans helped put out the flames on the platform. According to court documents, investigators say Reed used a gas pump to fill a bottle at a gas station about 20 minutes before the attack. In court Wednesday, Reed yelling over Judge Laura McNally continuously, saying he pleads guilty and will represent himself. McNally said, "When you walked in here, I presumed you to be innocent of these charges. I'm guilty," Reed responded.
Lawrence Reed had no business being on the streets given his violent criminal history and his pending criminal cases.
Reed's history spans decades, with arrests back to the mid-90s for domestic battery and battery on the public way. According to his record, he's been arrested 71 times and convicted 13 times in Cook County. He was on pretrial release for a battery case, accused of assaulting a hospital employee. Court records also show he pleaded guilty to arson in a 2020 case where he set fire at the Thompson Center.
Reed had plenty of second chances by the criminal justice system, and as a result, you have an innocent victim in the hospital fighting for her life.
Now, Reed is expected back here at 10 Friday morning for a hearing to determine whether he will remain in custody pending trial. We expect to learn much more as that happens, but for now, we will send it back to you live from the Dirksen Federal Courthouse. I'm Courtney Spin.
Chicago police charging 3 teenage boys with the murder of a man in the Loop. Investigators say that man stabbed to death early Sunday morning in the 200 block of South Wabash. It is believed the victim was homeless. The suspects, 2 14-year-olds and a 16-year-old. Now, this stabbing coming on the heels of a deadly shooting in the Loop involving teenagers on Friday. Just hours after the city's holiday tree lighting ceremony, a 14-year-old boy was shot and killed during a massive teen takeover that turned into chaos. 7 others were injured. In response, 2 aldermen are calling for change. 2nd Ward Alderman Brian Hopkins wants his curfew ordinance revisited. Meanwhile, 6th Ward Alderman William Hall says he plans to introduce an ordinance that would require social media platforms to cooperate with the city when posts promoting illegal teen gatherings are identified.
And in this situation, they did not do their job. If the safety guidelines are not being adhered to, then where's the accountability and responsibility on the companies? We have a very 5-star approach to cybersecurity. We want to lift up our police officers. And if the police are asking for help and the police are not getting help, then how can we serve and protect efficiently?
No arrests have been made in Friday's shooting. Cook County Crime Stoppers now offering a $10,000 reward for information leading to an arrest and conviction. The Youth, Peace and Justice Foundation also offering a reward of up to $5,000.
They would like you to believe a lot of incidents are isolated, but this is just your reminder to be kind to one another, and also check your surroundings, please. Go out with a buddy, especially this time of year. Please protect your coworkers, protect your friends, protect your neighbors. It seems like we're out here to fend for ourselves. I want to say this. It's not too late for us to get better. Get better. All right, you guys. Bye.